And here we are back live and free on Lacrosse SA TV in the 1v2 big game for the winner going on to the grand final this year. And we've had a change in commentary. And Mr. Braden Munn is in on the cans with me for this game. Braden, welcome aboard.
Thank you, Tone. It's a pleasure to be here and commentating one of the absolute heavy title weight fights of Lacrosse SA. These teams know each other very, very well. I'd say there's probably, 9 of the past 10 grand final winners on the field here.
Yeah, potentially, there's they always seem to find their way this time of the year, and this year is no exception. Start of the year, we had Glenelg in the Anzac Day rematch getting up, and then Brighton, not like that long ago, getting up by a couple of goals. So it's certainly going to be an interesting, but there's a couple of big ins. Ed Pike back for Brighton tonight.
Certainly makes a big difference down in their offensive line. He just took a nice jump shot off one leg. He saw him walk past earlier, and he actually had those, those little compression bandages on both hamstrings. So
well,
I mean, he's looking pretty spry for someone that's sporting compression bandages on both legs.
Well, I think I might go out and get some of him if he jumps that far with them. I might do the same. But coming back from a bit of a hamstring issue, and it is a cold night, so he needs to. And down the other end, we see Glenelg just going through their warm-ups, and Cody just picking a save there. I mean, and these two keepers, they've been prize fighters too, haven't they? In both respective teams, like Clint Barker. We saw the last game we did between North Eagles and Brighton, and Chippy Early was amazing.
He was just on fire
in the cage, and
didn't let a thing by, and kept North really, really out of it for the first half. Really, 1 goal and a half is just an exceptional effort in a state league game, especially between two contenders like that.
It is. And down the other end is Cody Watson. He loves these contests.
He does. He really gets up for playing Brighton. He knows how much it means to all these sort of the vets. Luke's played him, God knows how many times. Ben, Robinson, all the same. There's no bad blood, but there's definitely a rivalry.
There's a massive rivalry.
There is a rivalry.
There is. And our officials tonight, Gowdy, Ricky and Shane. I think Shane may be the head referee for the game this evening, but we wish those boys well. As Ricky's just saying how well his hat fits, and this rib's a bit more ticklish than this one. But it's set up for a really good game. Again, they haven't played a lot of night lacrosse this year, both teams. So
Cody was saying just the one game for them, and I believe Brighton have at least one. I'm not sure if they've had more than one, but yeah.
Well, I think Brighton had the North Eagles one, and I think Glenelg had the one. So
yeah,
it's certainly going to be an interesting for both sides, as both sides just step towards the boundary. We see Hutto Robb coming back in the side. Liam Hood was in this side last week, so Hutto Robb coming back into the side.
Hudson certainly brings a bit for Glenelg, just a bit of mercurial, do a bit of this, bit of that.
And as they just head off to the benches, and some new balls handed out for the big game. Tell you what, as the officials, I'd be going home with a couple of new balls every night. There'd be a couple of good ones.
They cost a pretty penny, so
they do indeed. So yeah, as the teams go about their business and get ready to get it done, as Brighton come on the field,
we're not checking.
We will see Glenelg trail them as Dan Evans brings them on with Toddy Bartlett.
Thunderous applause behind us.
And for the night game that it is, there's plenty of support here for the 1v2 final, and we hope you're enjoying it live and free on LSA TV. And we will, if we get an opportunity, we'll try and get to as many shout-outs as we can. But we'll be focusing a lot on the action tonight. So
hopefully it is thick and fast.
So but keep your shout-outs coming, because we'll try and get to as many as we can. But right now, it is just about game time The winner of this goes on to the grand final. The loser will play the North Eagles next week at North Adelaide for a spot in the grand final.
Because the North Eagles did triumph over the Woodville Warriors in a valiant effort today.
It was. So 13-8 that score. And we saw Burnside going down to Woodville in the women. So next week we've got Glenelg, Woodville in the women's. And currently North Eagles and somebody. So a couple of people already online. So Bert Finkelstein, g'day Brady. And here we go, this is the matchup. Luke Keesing broke then. So Jackson Stock gets the first opportunity here for Brighton. And Stock kicks it out there to Lim. Lim kicks it to the prolific goal scorer that it is Tom Freeman this year. He and Anson Carter have certainly, you can tell they've played a lot of lacrosse together because they have a chemistry. And ball back up here to Jackson Stock. Stock looks down the back.
Rarely a word needed between those two. They just, little flick of the head here.
A nod and a wink, isn't it?
Little look there, and before you know it, the ball's in the back of the net.
So Fuss just kicks the ball back down to Lim. Arlen Lim, they're just trying to isolate down here by the look of it. Just Henry Haskett doing a good job down there. As we see Anson Carter motoring, and here we go, first time, and just a bang, a big hit there. No call, up he gets. So we see the first shot of the game as Ed just gives him one on the back there, and that'll be a flag. That's going to be a slash straight across the back. And Glenelg will find themselves in a man-up opportunity here, and Ed Pike, welcome back to State League Lacrosse.
Well, I mean, his legs seem to be working fine, but his brain probably had a little bit of a fade there.
Yeah, they just got him straight across the back there as he came across the centre line.
Just didn't really have much to go for.
And Evans, can he make it pay? Yes, he does. Dan Evans gets on the board with the first for Glenelg, and still going to sit here for a 1 minute penalty for a slash. So
Dan going to his strong right hand here. Got a switch, seemingly. Got past and no help.
So Glenelg on the board first through Dan Evans. And they will start the face-off with a
extra man.
So
on the far wing. So Jack Price is unmanned at this stage.
And Jack...
this is the nice hit that might have got him all fired up.
Did, and you can just see here with the replay, as it didn't, but Jack Woodford in the face here, up against Luke Keesing. So Woodford, an old hand at this, but an opportunity here for Glenelg to, good work there by Keesing. It didn't even look like he had any opportunities with that.
No, I thought that Woodford was all over that.
Keesing just brings the ball in, so they'll be in a man-up opportunity here now, Glenelg, and that'll be a good start to the game for them.
Luke seemingly not a part of that extra man offence.
Well,
so we have
he probably has.
Todd, Kai, Ben, Noah, Jack Price, and Dan Evans in the crease.
So Kai just popped down, good save.
Certainly a competent outfit out there.
Good save as we saw Bartlett just there, lets one go.
From low to mid, and all covered by Chippy.
So Bartlett kicks the ball down. Price, Haskett up to the sniper. Sniper back to the sniper. Sniper steps in, bang! Right behind the shot is that one. Great camera angle there from Christian. We're all over that, and you see the sniper just pop that one up top shelf, rattled the cookie jar slightly, and good man up goal there for the sniper. Bang! Stick side.
Gee, Byron can't be giving him that much room. He'll have an absolute field day on that left side.
Absolutely, just allowing him to step in and let one rip. And the sniper gets on the board.
Those loader highs are pretty hard for keepers to save if they get their full wind up.
So 2-0 here as the penalty has been released, and Jackson Stock goes about his great work that he's done all year, not only here but over in the Worlds. Had a fantastic tournament in San Diego for his first opportunity as an Australian representative, and he certainly held his head up high. I remember watching the USA game, and he was the #1 face-off and did a fantastic job against those boys.
And it'd be rude to call him a Fogo at this stage. He's really picked up his contributions all over the field in the past couple of years. He's a nice all-round player now.
He loves scoring a goal, I can tell you.
Doesn't everyone?
And I tell you what, you want to score goals, get in touch with the traditional group at tradvc.com.au 8376 3639 or tradvc.com.au. They will build something, as we just saw a stray ball find its way onto the Ed Pike. Looked like he's come to play, hasn't he? He's certainly got some nimble feet.
Certainly testing that bottom corner, and gee, I mean, it's a pretty competent attacking X outfit with him and Arlen down there.
And you can just see Tommy Freeman. He's just working the magic down that bottom corner. No goal in the crease. So Pike ends up putting one in, but an in the crease call before that shot was had. And the ball will...
I'm still going to count that one against Cody because he didn't see a thing.
Yeah, I think he switched off because of the call. There was an in the crease call right next to him.
None of that. He tried to save it.
So, but it doesn't count on the scoreboard.
No, that'll be his counter argument, no doubt.
And
hopefully he can...
that's making him stretch. Tell you what, stretch the hamstrings. It's not a cold night.
Just a little livener for him, make sure he's awake.
So ball here, opportunity.
He's generally pretty clinical on these clears. He doesn't throw too many wayward passes.
And here comes Evans.
That's my bad. Shouldn't have said it. It's all right, worked out.
Worked out down the back here with Haskett.
It's all about the angles.
I'm going to say, Dan Evans running tonight.
Full tilt.
He was on that early, came from deep, and I think that's where the pass was expected. But went through, and Henry Haskett with the opportunity to back that one up. So Glenelg with another offensive foray, kicks it there to Robinson. And Robinson down to Noah Haskett. So Haskett.
He'll be pretty happy sort of keeping it on this left side and
with the 17 lefties that Glenelg have, probably works in something that, as we see Henry Haskett kick it up to Evans. Evans guarded by Pridham. So ball down there in the back corner. Then we see ball in the stick of Noah Haskett.
I reckon Noah would probably like this matchup.
Michael Green. Back up to Hutto Rob. So trying to set an isolation here. Jackson just gets past, fires that over the top. That had some heat over the top from Haskett. And Haskett says, all right, I've had my one shot. I'm going to head off and we'll let Jack Price. I mean, that's a good sub if you're going to get one.
Yeah, I mean, like for like, a dodging scorer for a two-way midi.
And now Jackson has to deal with his number 11 compatriot. And these guys have played a bit of lacrosse against each other in this Aussie squad. As Price steps down, looks down the back, looks for the cutter through, not there. Kick down the back to the sniper. Someone gets nutted in the middle there. And there's a flag, great big flag. And we're going to have another penalty here. And I reckon that is going to go, that's a 30-second
push, I reckon.
Push. Interference, 30 seconds.
Well, the push interfered with him staying on his feet.
You are 100% correct, Brad.
Yeah.
So Michael Green that was. So another opportunity here for Glenelg.
So Luke Keesing back in the extra man offense here for the 32nd.
As they are in a 3-3, moving around to 1-3-2. So, the sniper again.
Wow.
Oh, tell you what, that hasn't missed by much either.
They are playing with fire here.
They need to, as we see the camera angle on that, I mean, that's just great camera work.
That curve, that had a lot of curve on it. Dan Evans, low to low, Chippy all over it. He's camping low. And
Matty Fuss will pick the ball up and exit it. Kicks the ball out and up they go. Good pressure, good ride pressure. As we see Mitch Fuss with the ball now. So we'll get to see Brighton. Can they have an offensive set here? And just we saw Ed Pike. He looks like he's taken the jumping beans tonight. Ball coming back the other way. Fuss picked up.
Fuss at pace.
Oh, Cody just says, okay, if that's what you've got. And they've obviously said to put pressure on him. So we see that outlet pass just wasn't there. There's a plan we haven't seen before where Cody gets the ball and they try and shut that down.
A little bit flustered there.
They've just taken his time out. They obviously realised that he is a good clearing option, so put the pressure on him to try and clear that as we see the ball down the back.
Mitch Fuss up the top, over to Doug, back to Mitch, going for a righty line drive with that speed. Ed down to Matt, up to Doug. Looks like they'll be trying to have a go against Luke Keating here, I imagine.
So Brooksy.
And
just kicks the ball down to Pike.
just pestering these bottom corners.
Little rotation. Fussy looking. Oh, just hit him in the helmet.
Sconned him.
So an opportunity here for Glenelg to get the ball back. Price picks the ball up. Benny Newman.
Certainly seems to me that Brighton have really upped the physical ante today.
They have. Oh, that's a big cross check. Cross check.
There's
plenty going on there. Anson Carter probably going to sit for a couple here, I'd say.
At least probably 2 or 3.
That got him high, and when he was down high, he's given him a bit, and they're giving him the send-off.
Well, I mean, on the plus side, it's given Jack an excuse to get the flow out and really show the crowd the loss.
All right, so we got a 1 minute for the cross check,
Understandably.
and a 30-second for the hold.
Only a minute and a half.
Oh, sorry, 2 minutes for the cross check.
2 minutes for it.
Yeah,
Minute
that's
and
what I
a
said.
half. I mean, whew.
So
Let
a
the
minute and a
boys
half.
play.
So another opportunity here, and Benny Robinson is still not moving into that, is he? I'd be giving it back to him every time, the way they're just not moving on this side to shut down that space when this one goes back to him.
Almost daring him.
They are daring him. They're daring him to step in here. And you don't have to dare him too much because he will step into that.
Just doesn't
Just
seem
gives
like
it back to him.
the sort of
Oh,
dare
that's
you
just
wanna
nailed Matty Fuss. Matty Fuss says, you know, it's a cold night. I don't need to be the goalie. We've got one of them. Oh, pressure down there. Good work. Bartlett kicks the ball up. K-Man. Great pick up there from Brooks. Brooksy. He's got Anderson, who was coming through the middle there. And Freeman with the ball. Just trying to get a little bit of pressure. So, ball.
probably the right stick to get the ball into to kill a penalty.
And the ball, as Rowdy just gives Tommy Freeman a bit of a, you like some of that? Ball up here with Ed Pike.
I'm happy to just walk this out.
Well, they are in a man-down situation.
Let Ed Pike stand around.
As that penalty has been released now. So an opportunity here for Brighton. No damage done with the man up.
Keep it clean here, White.
Ball kicked out the outer side there to Dallison. Dallison brings it through X.
Another one that they can
Trying to look at those shorties down there.
get some extra drives through, Will Dallison.
Brooks coming to set this little two-man game. And watch for Freeman coming off the backside here. He just seems to find a little hole in there, and they do feed it to him.
Looks like, yeah, Stu Mortimer's basically got the shutout face guard role on Tom Freeman tonight.
Ball back up the top. Kicks it to Pike. Pike down the back. Anson Carter just setting up the top here. Brooks, little inside roll here. Little one-hand shot, which goes right. I like the idea, but
Inventiveness.
just off to the right-hand side.
Didn't quite get enough hook back on it.
Oh, good pace. Great pace there from that
Will
Dallison.
Yeah.
Will Dallison just took on the defender,
Yep,
went at pace,
he can come that bottom left corner.
and we saw that.
Got sublime stick skills to put it away too. Over Cody's left shoulder here, I believe, right into the top corner. When it Ben Robinson stuck down the defensive end. Probably not where Ben would like to be.
Great pace there from Will Dallison.
But good recognition from Brighton to an attacker stuck down the defensive end.
2-1 game here, and do yourself a favour, get in touch with Traditional Group on tradvc.com.au, 8376 3639. Ball out the back to be done, and pressure here, and great pressure, and ball to be won.
Good body from
great
by Benji.
Great work there.
Make his way out of that one.
And an outlet the other side, and he's got Price.
Cody with a better pass this time.
And Price just, and he's got Keesing coming across. So they're going to take that good backwards move to go forward.
They certainly made him work for it, that ride.
Price kicks it up to Kai Williams. Oh, just fakes to shoot, and doesn't fake the second one. Just defender. I think that was Inglis there, wasn't it? We'll have a look at the replay on this. Inglis just didn't look like he wanted to engage him.
Just put him in a blender.
Who is it?
Come out.
Oh no, that's
Turned his back.
Oh, so Mitch. Sorry, Will. That wasn't you. That was Mitch Fuss. Just went to come to the defence and then just stopped. And
you'd think he'd know a few of Kai's tricks.
Yeah, and Kai Williams just
made him look silly.
says thank you very much and pops that one away. And Glenelg out to a 3-1 lead, and Stocky breaking.
That's a break each now.
So ball coming down into offence.
Umpires might be varying their cadence of their whistles,
which is always good. And we see Kai, the goal scorer, just coming back on. He sets up high. He likes the idea of trying to set up Stocky here. And Pridham goes really early. And Stock just chases him all the way down. They would have seen a little bit of each other in the Brighton ranks when they were growing up. Oh, good look. Oh, there we go. Haskett, little bit of razzle-dazzle.
Yep.
Got the shotgun finger out. And like that did Henry.
People seem to think that getting into Kai and being physical is the way to do it, but you know, he'll still get his hands free, he'll still make a good pass, and then it's just on the next guy to put it away.
I'm going to say some people don't like the celly, but I'm a big man for the bit of the celly.
Oh, 4-1 up at your home ground, you know, you're probably feeling it. He's
waved it off. And if you're feeling it, you're feeling a change for roofing, guttering, carports and verandas, get in touch with tradvc.com.au, 8376 3639. And Sudsy and the guys and girls down there will look after you. Ball back into the centre. So Jack Woodford, ball to be won, out the back. Big ball to be won here. And he doesn't miss too many, does Woodford. And he picks up a good ball under pressure. He's done it for many years, hasn't he?
Bodies and just keeps his composure, stays upright and finds the open man.
Yep. He's done it year after year after year. Someone's got to come to Brooks here because there's that one's just fired wide.
It was a big step from Cody. He had it covered, but just wide.
So about 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Currently 4-1 if you're just joining us live and free on LSA TV. And ball down the back here with Pike. Over there to back to Pike. Pike's been very active with his feet. Kicks it to Brooks.
Trying to work this pick and roll from the bottom right. Isolate some shorty matchups again.
So they like those little cross creases, and when they can find, look at Freeman. He's just waiting in there, isn't he? He's just waiting for Rowdy to. There's a little pick. And they'll feed that. They will. And in the crease there from Anson Carter.
Look at that. Body on the line from Cody.
Well, there was body anyway.
He was inside his little circle, but he still did it.
Yep, as Jack Price blows past. So about a minute to go in this first term. And Anderson.
That's probably not the place to be out playing Jack out.
Over.
By the halfway line.
So ball out the back here with Evans.
Getting their subs, getting everyone back
up to Bartlett. Well, that's a terrible pass, and that could come back with interest here, As they're a smart team, and just
Too much heat on it.
as that's a gold ball.
No.
Yep.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, he was well in front where the ball went out.
It wasn't a shot. It was a pass to Tom.
No, he's called that a shot.
That was not a shot.
One-handed shot.
No.
And ball picked up by Carter. Carter just trying to step in on K-Man. Looks up, just misses, and that one's going up and over as well. So opportunity here. If they pick the ball up, it's an over and back, and they can go.
Apparently they can't go. Gowdy not happy with it.
No advantage. Time on the clock. You've heard him saying go, and that's fired as well. There's some heat coming off these shots out here at the moment.
Oh, good. It might heat up the ground a little bit. It's bloody chilly out here.
It is. And Brady Williams says congrats to Woody on 300 games. So, Jack, we didn't realise that it was your 300th game tonight. So, on behalf of LSA TV, mate, congratulations on 300 goals. And as the quarter-time bell goes, we see currently Glenelg leading 4-1 here in the first quarter.
It's been a good showing so far. High intensity. Refs are letting them play to a fair degree, and been some good shots.
Has been some good shots. As far as goal scorers go, for let's go Brighton first. Will Dallison getting them on the board with a really good drive from X when they weren't really set from an out of bounds.
Great speed dodge. Come around and placed his shot nicely.
Benny Robinson in the man up just went snipe, as the sniper does. Dan Evans got the first one of the game. Really big drive, came around.
Just pushed and pushed and pushed, and
he did.
Got top side.
Henry Haskett with one just top centre and
off the Kai feed.
Loved it. He did love his own work there, Henry. And Kai Williams also getting one as well. And speaking of getting one, why don't you get one of whatever these guys tell you to get?
What is refinancing? This means moving your mortgage across to a new lender that offers a mortgage package with a more competitive interest rate and more flexible features. Some of the reasons you may choose to refinance are home renovations, to access equity in your home, a change in circumstances that requires a review of your financial situation, or consolidating your debts. Are there fees associated with refinancing? The answer is yes. That's why it's important to make sure the savings you're going to make are greater than any fees charged for refinancing. As you can see, there are many factors involved in whether refinancing is right for you. I pride myself on being a professional mortgage broker and love working with my clients for the long term. I look to structure your finances according to your goals and provide you with strategies to achieve them. For more information, please call me on 0480 311 301.
And back we come here to second quarter action, and also just got a note, it's Doug Anderson's 200th game as well. So a couple of big games for Brighton tonight with Jack and Doug, so congratulations Doug on that, as we see a break in the centre draw there. That's the second one tonight we've seen a break on. And Ball will go in the hands of Glenelg. And Hayden James says, let's go Buey. So ball to be won down here. Good big ground ball to be won. As Kai Williams, he didn't come up with it. And great pace here from Stock. Stock coming down. Tries to, Toddy Bartlett just holds him up, but great legs there from Jackson Stock. He found his pace all the way on the downhill run there. And ball back out there, back here to Pike. Matty Fuss just moseying himself down into the offensive end. I'll tell you what, if he goes at pace like he did last time, he mightn't be a one goal scorer. He might be a couple. So Pike, we saw him come around the cage and feed one before. Dallas, and bang, good save there from Cody. Oh, a little flick backwards, and there is an old head right there. That ground ball just hit the cage. We'll watch the replay on this, but Tommy Freeman just picked this up. That's a fantastic goal. Just hits the ground. Tommy Freeman picks it up, BTB, after a big save, and that's the way you get back in the game with shots like that. Watch this again. So see, ball saved, goes down. Freeman picks it up under massive pressure. Yep, so Freeman gets on the board for his first. We got a 4-2 game, sorry. And ball out the outer side. And Doug Brooks with the ball. And he was he wanted to go the other way, but someone told him to turn around. It's always better to go on offense. And I'll tell you what, we'll be highlighting that goal of Tommy Freeman's there for a bit of the night, because that was a cracker. And ball back up the top here to Woodford. Woodford looks to drive on Keesing. Keesing just pushing him down the line. Little roll back, looking for an outlet. Good pick there from Freeman. Freeman up to Fuss. Mitch Fuss up against Jack Price. Just let him get, I reckon that switch call came very early there from K-Man. Benny Newman up against, and just keeping on the hands. Carter, he goes left, he goes right, and looks down the bottom, just couldn't quite get the ball then. Was Fuss, and ball coming back the other way. So he's got an inside runner, but look at the pace of Jack here. Just sets up, just over the top, and that's going out of bounds. So an opportunity there for Glenelg that they didn't take.
Stop with the clock, small time.
Ooh.
Good, Gowdy.
That did actually make it off the field. Zane. It's all right. So ball out here to Pridham. Pridham under pressure as he gets there, and just keeps 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Ball kicked over the outer side. And Brighton bring the ball into offence through the 200 gamer in Anderson. So ball back up here to Lambert. We haven't called Lambo tonight, so gets on the field, has a touch. Well, up the top with Lim. Up against Lambert. Lambert kicks it here to Carter. Carter comes off. K-Man just pushes him a little wider down to Brooks. Brooks up against Haskett. Moving pick. Going to be a moving pick. And that's another one that's ended up in the back. But moving pick will come out to the side. And he'll kick it back to Cody. So moving pick adjudged there. And Rowdy just he's got Shorty coming on, and there it is. And good work there from Hutto Rob. There's a good substitution on a clear there.
Over.
And had to hit the pass and did. So ball here with Rob as we see Toddy Bartlett coming over. And now they'll have an offensive set here. Will Glenelg. 4-2 is the score if you're joining us. Live and free on LSA TV. And while you're joining us, get in touch with Young Real Estate SA on youngrealestatesa.com.au, 1300 768 573. They'll look after you with all your real estate needs. So ball down the back here with Evans. He's already driven to the cage once tonight. He's got Nickel just hanging around up top. Just hanging off there is Michael Green was ready to another pass out of bounds there. Go and read that, Marty. So Robinson sends a double. The double comes from Evans, kicks it over to Fuss. Fuss. As Fuss takes it and just settles it down, kicks it the other side. So ball on the outer side with Lambert. Lambert kicks it down to Pike. Pike, a little backdoor cut potentially there for Carter. He was looking for it. Moving well out there at the moment is Anson.
Yeah, I was noticing just then he stops on a dime and changes directions incredibly well. That knee must be feeling pretty good.
But the pace he's generating too is certainly putting
putting in the hard
defense
yards
under pressure. And here's someone with some pace. Young Mitch Fuss, he has pace to burn, as does Ed Pike. Yeah, always putting up, and that's a bit of a
continued the
probably
game plan there of getting up in Cody's face early, not letting him make a huge outlet. Forcing
he heard the I'll tell you what, he heard the noise then of the one-on-one on and just thought he was going to get hit there, did Nickel.
Yeah. Cody didn't make it easy for him. Bounce
So
pass,
it's
wait for it.
certainly something that's obviously been talked about, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I've only really seen people do it ever since Woodville did it, actually. It was our game plan to get up and not let him throw those outlets, because in the couple weeks prior, he'd thrown a couple of really nice ones that led directly to goals to Todd Bartlett in particular.
Yep.
So we tried to sort of cut that off, and a decent portion of the comp seems to have implemented it as well.
So Matty Fuss with the ball, fires, and that one's going over and back. And it'll just be dropped down, and no numbers here for Glenelg as they get their... and we get a timeout called to Glenelg. So the first timeout of the game by any teams, with about 11 and a half minutes to go in this second quarter. It is currently a 4-2 lead to the Glenelg Seahawks over the Brighton Bombers. And let's see who's online. Anyone online? Chris Webber says very excited for next week. Chris, we hope you enjoyed the game today, mate. We know you did. Unfortunately, I was on the... and Braden and I were both on the other side of the ledger today, but congratulations to the North Eagles boys. They did
here.
So ball down the back here for the Seahawks, looking at an offensive set. Sitting in a 2-2-2 eye at the moment, with the two crease players both inside, just trying to get a bit of, and that's another one. So I wonder whether these lights are causing any issues out here.
I mean, there was a lot of pace on that. Clyde threw that pretty hard.
Keep going, all the way back.
Can understand.
Keep going.
Todd missing that one. But yeah, I mean, vision certainly plays a part in it. You know, it's not necessarily bad lighting; it's just different lighting.
I'll tell you what, you want to put yourself in a good light, get in touch with Young Real Estate as Brighton go about their offensive set. And the league gets $500 for every sale that is a lead from the league. So that's pretty good.
That is very good.
No, we didn't. I don't
And
care.
all property services are discounted for clubs and league community. Agency sales fee is only 1.35% as we see the flag thrown there. And goes to get inside, and that is a goal.
Doug Brooks just waltzed around a few defenders there, including the keeper, trying to come out and make his presence felt. He drew a flag, went one hand, come under, and yeah, just split the seats.
Ricky,
really.
Ricky.
If you're going to come out like that, you've got to make it make a mark. And with the Young Real Estate too, just on that, as that goal was scored by to bring it into a 4-3 game. Some marking is covered by the agency till settlement, and property management fee is only 6.6%. So
bargain time. Absolute
bargain. So if you're in the market, get in touch with Young Real Estate. So Luke Keesing with picks that one. Oh, there's a one on the. Oh, there's another one. And that's going to be another flag for a cross-check. And there's probably another one for a hold. And there's definitely...
Hold. 30.
Just the 30-second
hold. Although they're both in a man down, so it's 5-on-5 at the moment.
Happy to let things just...
and he's got Inglis up the top here as Williams comes on. Ball. And Inglis has to come back in. Oh, tell you what, they'll be ruining some of these passes of late.
They've thrown a few errant ones.
They have indeed, and Brooks, and he stepped out of bounds. That's out of bounds, and he's managed to dodge the crowd exceptionally well there.
It's a great push from Jack.
So the ball will come up.
Jack, get coming.
Doug would be pretty confident
Over
to
near the line,
outrun
Jack.
most people, but
Jack, over near the line.
oh, that was loud.
And Jack Price just going about his, just going about his eye there.
Doug Brooks throwing a ball that had once again made its way onto the field. That's the third time. Someone might maybe need to have a chat to these youngins.
Absolutely. So, and that one came back with velocity. The girl, I was just sitting here watching the girls in front of us. They're just sitting here watching nicely, and the ball ripped through them. So, while that wasn't intentional.
Got to see what it's like to be Cody.
Yeah. So, ball here with Haskett. He's already got one tonight, and that one's fired. I reckon Chippy got a little piece of that. Sounded like a tip.
But yeah, it didn't look like it came past with the right velocity, so...
Just sounded a bit plasticky when that
took a bit off of it, I reckon.
a bit off.
Well, that's good. Henry testing the keeper, make him make a save.
Oh, good work there from Haskett.
Spot.
Oh, there's a big swipe there from Pridham.
That would have been a flag in women's. It wasn't
that would have popped the 7 bubbles, I reckon. That would have popped a cylinder and a bubble and a... Yeah. So ball up the top here. Again with Haskett. Haskett looks, fires down. Yeah, these passes just start. I wonder whether there's any dew on the ground and it's just starting to. I'll tell you what, Anderson in his 200th just put Dan Evans on the ground, and that one's gone out the side to Green. Green hasn't picked it up yet. Needs to find a release. Under pressure, goes back. Oh, this could be danger. Oh, great pick up there from Nickel. Nickel with an outstanding ground ball pickup there.
He's got a
running the wrong way. I reckon I'd change this ball because it's hit the ground too many times when they're throwing it. I reckon it's got a flat spot.
It's not coming out right.
Not enough air in it. And Nickel up against.
Noah looks pretty sore in the crease there. I reckon he might have copped one off ball. was fully doubled over there at one stage. But
Again,
his brother's
Haskett with
feeling
pace. There we go again. Fires it over the top.
good. He's really feeling that that riser.
So same play, same shot. I'm going to have to change that plan at some point because
Same income, same super contribution tone.
compare the pair,
Yep.
so to speak.
Wow.
And, well, why wouldn't you compare the pair with the young real estate too?
I'll compare all kinds of pairs for you.
So ball down the back here with Evans. Just taking a bit of air out of the clock.
Oh, even after the last swim got him dispossessed, he's gone again.
And that should be a...
That's started running the other way, apparently. Nut was closest to it.
Okay,
Hard to see with the angles down here.
very much so.
Fortunately, Gowdy was in the right position. Shane pretty far away from that one. Left it to Gowdy.
And we see here Chippy bring the ball up. They've shut Matty Fuss off on the right-hand side here.
Probably wise.
And Chippy goes for the outlet and misses the outlet. And ball will come back.
Yeah, I mean, for a state league game of the two top teams, there are a lot of passes being missed. So you've got to think that the light's playing a
Well, you
part.
think either the light or the yeah, whether there's any moisture out there that's just not.
Even the unnatural time slot for these fellas, you know? Something's just not quite right.
So Price with the ball as Henry Haskett finds his way, and we're going to have two flags here. There's going to be one for each, I think.
Simultaneous fouls.
Simultaneous fouls.
White 2, unsportsmanlike 1. Gold 1-5, unsportsmanlike 1. Stays white.
So Doug Anderson and Brody Nickel both getting a 1 minute unsportsmanlike there. So we've got even penalties simultaneous.
Nipping it in the bud.
Glenelg had the ball with even time, and they will keep the ball. So Price. So it's 5-on-5 for the next 1 minute. I'll tell you what, some of these passes have been, yeah, they're not normal, Brighton.
No, definitely not for players of this calibre.
Just like that. So more space here for.
You'd have to say that playing 5-on-5 probably benefits the offensive team, though, right? More space to dodge into.
Absolutely. But again, just not finding the handle of these passes. Glenelg are probably worse off at the moment than Brighton and Matty Fuss. If he gets an opportunity to set and to throw one, and Glenelg were actually offside then. So there's Glenelg were offside in that in that play.
Probably the only time Glenelg will be thankful to Brighton for just about anything.
I was going to say Brighton called the timeout then while they were offside. I would have waited for the penalty.
Well, gotta take what you can get, I
Well,
suppose.
Glenelg definitely had 6 in the front end then, or in their back end, with penalties both in the box.
Giving chase to Matt Fuss will do that to you, just everyone running.
So Glenelg probably getting away with one then. It's 4-3 is the score. And quite a low-scoring game here, Brave, with about 3 minutes to go in the, or 3 to 4 minutes to go in this second term.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much on par with the first quarter. You know, the 3-1 first quarter, and now we're up to 7, so maybe another to get us to 8. We'll only get to the total for 16 if we keep on track for this, which is pretty low scoring. I would have imagined both of these teams would have cracked that by themselves this year. But gee, 1-goal game. It's lining up for your favourite
Golden goal, mate.
favourite scenario.
Nothing wrong with golden goal.
Nothing wrong with it at all, except for the the general level of anxiety of everyone
Except
watching
for
it.
everyone watching live and on the live stream. 150 on the live stream.
Triple digits.
Wow. All right, so Brighton with an opportunity as it getting towards half-time to even the score up.
I think Brighton would be very happy to go into half-time at a brand new game, just level pegging.
And the great man, Steph Guerin, who was doing a bit of commentary earlier, is also watching. He's probably sitting with his nice glass of, I don't know, bourbon.
Nah, it'd be red, surely.
Bread on a night like tonight. And Peter Greenhouse also watching. He was out here earlier watching live, so shout out to you guys online. Callum Mortimer's even watching. So g'day, Cal. How you doing, mate? So ball down the back here with Matty Fuss, Mitch Fuss, sorry. Mitch Fuss at pace, just gets around, just fires. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Gives it to Pike. Pike had no...
That pass came off a tip, didn't it? Like
Yeah.
that floated up in
We'll
the air.
watch the replay on this one. It just floated. Came off the... Just a little... No, great pickup. And
It was a lob.
and right now, we're back to a 4-all game, heading towards the halftime break. So, Brighton, Glenelg getting out of that 4-1 lead. Brighton just eking it back one at a time.
Something about these Brighton forwards, you get them around the goal, facing the wrong way, ball on the ground. Doesn't matter, they find a way.
Well, you think Freeman with his BTB off the ground. You think Pike then just had no right to catch the thing, let alone
Finish it.
get an opportunity to finish it.
Way.
Yep. So ball back, and can they sneak in front before half time?
Well, they've certainly got the momentum going their way, and they'd probably want to capitalise before half time.
So ball down in the centre, Stock up against Keesing.
Good.
And Stock wins the ball, that's this time. And they're going to have another timeout here because you get 2 of them in the half.
Yep.
You may as well utilise it with limited time left in the clock. Do up another, get another play done up because the last one worked all right.
I mean, the only reason you wouldn't use it is if you were particularly happy with the offensive matchups that you had and didn't want to let them get a sub, but, they had plenty of time there to sort that out. So, you may as well use it and get it exactly how you wanted.
As Glenelg just have a conversation about, how the defence is going to happen here. And you see Coach very animated for Glenelg. Just
pointing and gesturing.
So
certainly feels like he got the point across.
well, I'll tell you what. Right now, I'd be pointing at the offensive end because they've thrown the ball away 3 or 4 times in the last, I don't know, half dozen forays down there.
Many times. Just
But what that does is put the defence under pressure. If the offence aren't making those calls, aren't making those passes. So ball down the back here with Lim. So limited time left in this first half. And Lim picks up Henry Haskett at pace, gets around. Oh, there's another one. And they've really gone that right-hand side tonight, haven't they?
They're peppering that bottom right corner, and they've come at pace, and Arlen Lim's even thrown in the old celebration after too.
Oh, let's have a look at this. Arlen Lim gets around, just beats his man, and Cody trying to get back on the ball. And Lim gets his first.
Cody dipped a fair bit there, and Arlen just kept it high to high.
So ball back into the centre. Now Brighton leading it to this game. It's currently 5-4. Ball to be won. Jackson Stock
D-twig.
gets, I'll tell you what, there's a yard sale out there, and so white ball. So legal procedure, no possession. And the shot had there, but
Picked off by
Matty
Matt
Fuss just picks it off.
Sweeper keeper.
Really, really interesting game of lacrosse right now.
Back and forth. Well, one way then the other way.
So as they go into the halftime break, and all that, I might have missed a couple of goal scorers here.
Well, we had Doug Brooks with one.
Yep.
He had the little, part the seas. Tom Freeman had the beautiful behind the back. Oh, here we go. Here's the Doug Brooks parting the seas and just waltzing
It's
in.
in. Yep. Ed Pike.
Ed had his back to the goal and flicky business of somehow put it past Cody.
This one.
Yep. Off the certainly less than ideal catching position, but he made it work.
And then we see late in the piece here.
And then this
Just
is
burnt the man.
Arlen just going to work.
So that's the 5 goal. So the 5 goal scorers are Will Dallison, Doug Brooks, Ed Pike, Arlen Lim, and Tom Freeman. And for Glenelg, we had Betty Robinson, Dan Evans, Henry Haskett and Kai Williams. But they haven't played a lot of offence in this quarter.
Not for very long stretches. They have got it down there quite a bit. They just haven't managed to string it together nicely as they would be feeling it.
And if you're feeling like a time to just relax, sit back and hear from a word from our sponsors.
What is refinancing? This means moving your mortgage across to a new lender that offers a mortgage package with a more competitive interest rate and more flexible features. Some of the reasons you may choose to refinance are home renovations, to access equity in your home, a change in circumstances that requires a review of your financial situation, or consolidating your debts. Are there fees associated with refinancing? The answer is yes. That's why it's important to make sure the savings you're going to make are greater than any fees charged for refinancing. As you can see, there are many factors involved in whether refinancing is right for you. I pride myself on being a professional mortgage broker and love working with my clients for the long term. I look to structure your finances according to your goals and provide you with strategies to achieve them. For more information, please call me on 0480 311 301. What is refinancing? This means moving your mortgage across to a new lender that offers a mortgage package with a more competitive interest rate and more flexible features. Some of the reasons you may choose to refinance are home renovations, to access equity in your home, a change in circumstances that requires a review of your financial situation, or consolidating your debts. Are there fees associated with refinancing? The answer is yes. That's why it's important to make sure the savings you're going to make are greater than any fees charged for refinancing. As you can see, there are many factors involved in whether refinancing is right for you. I pride myself on being a professional mortgage broker and love working with my clients for the long term. I look to structure your finances according to your goals and provide you with strategies to achieve them. For more information, please call me on 0480 311 301. What is refinancing? This means moving your mortgage across to a new lender that offers a mortgage package with a more competitive interest rate and more flexible features. Some of the reasons you may choose to refinance are home renovations, to access equity in your home, a change in circumstances that requires a review of your financial situation, or consolidating your debts. Are there fees associated with refinancing? The answer is yes. That's why it's important to make sure the savings you're going to make are greater than any fees charged for refinancing. As you can see, there are many factors involved in whether refinancing is right for you. I pride myself on being a professional mortgage broker and love working with my clients for the long term. I look to structure your finances according to your goals and provide you with strategies to achieve them. For more information, please call me on 0480 311 301.
And we're back. It's been
Has-
a good halftime break. Teams have had their chats and recalibrated what they want to get done, and we've heard from our sponsors. Thank goodness.
Yep.
And it's still cold out here, believe it or not.
It has just dropped about another 3 degrees, I reckon, Braid, out here. But I'll tell you what is hot is the Brighton Lacrosse Club at the moment. They're currently 5-4 leaders after Glenelg got out to a 4-1 lead. So they've come back with 4 unanswered goals.
The Bombers' fuse is certainly lit at this stage, and they are firing on all cylinders.
Absolutely. So what have Glenelg got in their second half? It is a 5-4 game, and this is the sort of arm wrestle we see all the time, isn't it, with these two teams? They all get momentum at different times.
They definitely go on runs. It's been the defining factor of these games that, you know, one team will get out in front, the other team will just chip away and peg it back.
And
Glenelg are going to have to do a better job of
holding the ball
holding
rather
the
than throw it
ball,
away.
passing it to each other's sticks, and just they're going to have to put the ball in the back of the net more. You can't be allowing 4-0 quarters and expect to win the game too often.
To Jackson Stock, wins the ball there, goes backwards, and gets out. Really improved his craft in there, hasn't he? And it's good to see because Luke Keesing obviously has been a 3-time Australian player and played through that spot throughout his career in the world.
And he's been dominant for so long. It's
Cody
great
Watts,
to see
big save.
the next sort of generation taking it to him.
So
battered.
ball to be won here.
Batted around out in the front of the goal mouth, and Cody with the ball.
And I'll tell you
Shane
what,
taking
Shane
the
Abbott.
tumble.
Shane Abbott just got eaten by the grass monster there.
He normally blames a particular
what.
spot at Brighton. But
It is, but the grass monster got Abbott that time.
it looks as though Glenelg's doing him no favours either.
He's up quickly though, and again, just look at the ball there. Like he's throwing a ball to down at feet, and they're just not crisp, clean passes like they'd be used to. So I wonder whether this cold environment, just not used to.
Just tightening of the muscles a little bit, not quite getting through their full movement.
Speaking of tightening of muscles, Kai Williams spent a bit of time. Didn't see much of him last quarter.
No.
Looked like he was having a bit of treatment done on a thigh there potentially.
We copped a
Good
few
work
whacks.
there from, and that's in the crease. Good defence. And the ball will come back. Good defence there from the Bombers. Just getting too close to the crease there was Bartlett.
It's always
and push him in.
always a concern as an attacker. You don't want to get too close.
So ball with Clint Barker.
I might be able to clip Shane's tumble with Cody's that he had in the Sixers and
with
make
the going
a
backwards.
montage.
Hey?
That'd be great.
Braden's best tumbles. Ball with Chippy. Just
Happy to
Pike.
just stand.
Kicks it to Inglis. Chippy. And Chippy just walking it up.
Nice and slow.
And we're going to have a turnover of a ball here. Interference call on the outer side.
Chippy just
There was an interference call out here between Dan Evans and Doug Anderson, where Dougie's just given him one and almost ripped him to the ground. So there could be a bit of love between those two for the next couple of minutes.
no love lost, I reckon.
But the ball turns over, and that's an easy ride, that one.
You take that every time.
Again, ball down the feet. Good work there
take that
from
every time
Williams.
too.
Great pace.
Gee, Matt Fuss got there to help with that slide and recovered all the way back to Henry Haskett in no time flat.
Great work there from Anderson, though, in his 200th. And ball coming back the other way through Green. Green pops it down. That's a Fuss. That's a Fuss. No, we've got another flag here. As there is
Offside,
1, 2,
maybe?
3, 4,
Slash,
5, 6.
1 minute.
We got a slash here.
Is it on Brody or is it on Dan?
It is going to. There was a swing of the stick there. Dan Evans is going to sit for that one. So a big opportunity here for Brighton to pull two clear. Man up opportunity. And
I might be a little biased, but Brighton's man up for me is just a joy to watch. The way that they move the ball and move their feet.
well, they keep that open set and they look for Fuss to step down in a hole here. They do.
They normally work this other side.
And then you
with
get
that
the
little
rotation will start to happen here. It
Wow.
looks inside and that one bounces over. And
That's not what they normally do, but I suppose you've got to change it up every now and again.
but expecting if they've scouted it, and this is the one where Fuss normally fires, a little rotation happens, it comes back to Fuss, he steps in.
Keeps going
But,
through.
Woodford looks to the opposite
Move
side,
it,
looks
and
down the
then
bottom corner,
they
looks down the
overload
bottom corner
this.
again, overloaded inside, and Freeman just standing there. He's come from the top just to get in the cage.
It's
And
just-
Tommy Freeman.
Just pretty ball movement.
9.
So let's talk this through Braid. He
Matt
just-
Fuss is coming all the way around through X, stepping up, and finding the guy in the crease.
and K-Man just late to get back on that crease guy there.
Very, very hard to do with that kind of ball movement. Crisp ball movement, straight to everyone's sticks. And they're all on the same page. They know what's happening. They know what to expect. And Tom, he's ready. You saw him in the crease. Both feet were planted, squared up to the goal before he even caught the ball.
And Stocky wins the ball back out of the centre again. So, and he puts the pace on with Keesing,
push
tries
the
to get
advantage.
inside. And good work there. Stocky doesn't mind firing him when he gets an opportunity, but that's great ball retention from Jackson.
He nearly went to ground, but kept his feet, got back up and had a look again. Thought, oh, maybe there's a shot, and decided, no, we'll just take the advantage of having possession.
And they go to this wide set again. So you see the little ones running in. Side here, Freeman and Carter just running laps almost. They're coming in and out of that crease position, almost running laps around the cage.
It's just, it's mentally tiring staying with someone.
Nice check there
again
from
and again.
K-Man,
Off white.
but they need to win the ball back, and that's just a loose, and that'll be a loose ball push.
Loose. Push by white. Goal.
Interference, loose ball push.
Giving the ball to Gold.
Yep. The first one was a push on goal. So set up here. So Glenelg want to stop this because this is as Dallison picks the ball up. He wants that match up at X.
Mango telling Will to carry the match up to X.
Yep. And Henry Haskett just getting caught behind. But
Henry, an absolute pest on the defensive end.
so ball.
Really good fast feet, pushes well, gets on your hands. Probably not who I'd want to go through.
Carter, Freeman, he's drawn
Little
Keesing
pick and
to
roll.
Freeman. Freeman looks
It's more like what
He's
we're
still
used
got
to
the ball.
expecting. Cody,
One.
Cody
happy
with the
to
ball.
take that.
and hits the outlet. So
Pat-
Palmer,
Pat with an excellent outlet, and geez, put on the Jets. Not wanting to push it though. Happy to just pass it around and
well, Brighton did recover pretty well there
Did
with
a
that.
good set.
But, this is one where the sniper, he'll look to roll again if he's given the. And there's a number coming on, and just doesn't find him in Hutto Rob.
Brody getting into it a bit in the crease with Arlen, and Todd just happy to come out nice and wide. This is his preferred spot to dodge from, this right 45, and he loves the hitch and the inside roll. Drawn a flag, and he'll be happy to get the shot off now. Oh,
And just wide.
still nearly copped a late hit too.
As Arlen just gives him a,
1.
are you all right, mate? Sort
Friendly little hug.
of little hug.
But they'll be happy to have this extra man opportunity and get their preferred 6 on.
So ball up the top here. Now we saw this work before with the camera angle down this end, where the sniper like this.
Just like that.
That's just not stepping in. So if he gives it straight back to him, and he can, like I'd just be working this side here, as that has come off. But the sniper from this side, he has already put one in the back of the net. The other one's just curled around it.
He's got a lot to aim at too.
So a little rotate. And there goes,
standing on the left pipe.
there goes the rotation. Steps up,
Huge
kicks
hug.
it up.
Todd now into the top centre, whereas normally it's Kai rotating through.
Yeah, stick side. That was probably not his best opportunity.
Definitely not the full power there that you normally expect from Ben. He was sort of fading his body weight.
Need one to
away
go
from
here.
the
They need
shot.
one to go here.
Matt Fuss willing to take the
Save from Code,
initiative.
down low.
1.
Cody
One out.
starting
And there's
to
another
heat
one
up
here.
maybe a
So
little.
if he's got the sniper down here, they had a 4-on-3 opportunity because they were all waiting. And fires over the top. So how many of these opportunities are Glenelg missing that are going to come back to make them rue a little bit?
I'm just impressed that Luke got that shot off there with that amount of power. I was at full tilt. Doug is a very handy defender, and he's made something out of nothing. You know, you can't be too upset with those sort of opportunities.
So ball in the stick of Hutto Rob. Down the back here to Bartlett. Bartlett likes his matchup.
Todd pretty happy with this one. Taking him out nice and wide, giving himself a lot of sort of leg speed to potentially run by him.
Looks up. Finds Haskett. Noah. Noah kicks it to the sniper. Steps inside. Oh, just throws that one out of bounds. That's uncharacteristic of... I mean, we played this side a few weeks ago, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Braid, and
yep.
their ball movement was exceptional.
It was better than this, I would say, and they certainly felt that they were a lot more confident on the day. That you could see they weren't second guessing anything, where they seemed to be a little bit tonight.
Oh.
But that's, you know, September nerves.
And
you know.
again, we see nerves right there, just threw the ball out of bounds.
It's going both ways. It's not selective just to Glenelg.
Well, you know, be selective. Get in touch with the 180 Finance on 180finance.com.au, 0480 311 301.
Let them be selective for you. They'll pick you the good stuff.
And Chris McGirt down there, great man, Chris McGirt.
He is.
He will look after you with all your needs financially. So get in touch with 180 Finance. Glenelg. Kai Williams. Picks up Michael Green. He likes the match. It's funny, they seem to like the matchup, and then they just don't go through that. It's Hutto Rob.
Sort of what I was getting at with in terms of the confidence levels of the team.
Oh, good inside step there from Dan Evans. Saw that coming a long way out, and just sort of almost jolted a little just to hold himself up, so he didn't get there too quick there.
And this is really what Hudson's really good at, coming down an alley with that left-handed drive. He
see here
took
on
it
the
nice and
180
wide.
Finance, he just almost stuttered there for a second.
And he's always heads up. That's one of the things about Hudson. You know, people have been known to say, oh, you know, he throws an errant pass, but he also throws those ones because his head's up. You know, it might lead to a turnover here and again, but the more experience he gets, the more and more are going to be assists.
Tell you what that does lead to is a 6-5 game here. We're about 2/3 of the way through this third quarter.
Jackson stuck with another comprehensive win. Not too troubled.
And then tries to go through some wood choppers. If a wood could chop wood.
They would chop. They would. Those two in particular.
They did indeed want to chop some wood. So ball. Yeah, so Glenelg, we're wanting another stop here from Brighton. And there's Freeman.
Save?
Good
or
save, yeah.
back up?
No, got a piece of it. And Keesing, oh, that's just under pressure. Oh, that might be interference. Oh, that's got to be a flag. Just slid in. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say that the sliding into a player that's on the ground is not a
had to be something going on
advantageous play. So opportunity here for Glenelg with the man up and.
Oh, this would go a long way.
Oh, good save there from Clint Chippy Barker.
Had some fair pace on it, that did.
He doesn't mind, and we've got a 30-second
push, maybe?
I think a hold, maybe, or I don't know, interference.
On Freeman.
So, but yeah, so another opportunity here for Glenelg to try and tie it up with this man up.
Hopefully get Ben another good look.
I was going to say, look at the hole Ben's got to step in at the moment. He just little rotation that goes into a little outside rotation. Oh, just Byron not getting out there as quickly as he needs to necessarily. Looks out the back and again just dropped the handle of the ball. So ball steps up, kicks it. Here we go. There's the sniper. Great save, great pickup. Oh, and gets one on the ground.
Haskett 8-2 checks, retained the ball and got the shot off. On the ground, by the way.
And we're even. We're even on the field. The penalty's been released. And Chippy with a big save there. And ball kicked out here to Anderson.
Off his knees, basically.
Yep, makes that hard on the outer side there for Inglis. Finds Fuss. Fuss just managed to get it right.
It's a scrappy game.
As Lambert just says, hey, let's settle this down a little bit. As Matty Fuss heads to the bench to get a sub there.
Doesn't get tired often, but every now and again.
And Dougie Brooks comes on and gets the ball now. So ball back down the back corner here with Pike. Pike.
Gives it up to Lambo, having a go from X. Splitting up left. Looking and wow, willing to fire from quite some distance out.
We often see Lambo in these games actually, you know, he does that and finds a way sometimes. He does, just fires the ball. And,
I was going to say it was uncharacteristic, but I guess not. He's a known hole finder in Cody Watts. And here he goes again. Oof.
And another one that's gone wide.
Little shake of the fist from Lambo. Not happy that he's put that one wide. Brighton will be bringing it in from X when they can find a ball down there somewhere. Ed just giving it a quick once over and making sure it's suitable. And coming in on Benji here. And
or just at the feet though. The ball to be won, so really important ball to be won, and Carter wins that.
Lambo again, carrying through down to X, dodging on Ben Robinson. Coming up that left flank. Moving it on. Ed fancies himself a little. Oh,
again, just over the head.
A little miscommunication there.
And Dougie Brooks backs it up.
Cleaned it up nicely.
And I'll tell you what, use your communication tool. Get in the QR code just in the corner of the screen. There's a great pickup there, or nearly a great pickup. Oh, there's a
trip.
something.
and a
The
penalty
flag.
Somewhere.
Yep,
some-
Cowdy's got a flag this side.
Box, my time.
And I would say that as they come to have a chat here, have we got Shane on this? We might be able to hear this.
What have you got?
I got Freeman for the trick. So it's going to be a hold as well.
So it's going to be simultaneous. They both cancel. When the original one happened, Gold had the ball, so Gold will keep it.
Yeah, it's going to be gold ball, gents. So have simultaneous holds, they both cancel. Gold were in possession of the first one, Gold keep it.
So Gold will get the ball back. Simultaneous possessions? Well, apparently not.
So simultaneous penalties called there, but no one sitting. So Brighton retain the ball.
Stay 6 on 6.
Brooks steps down to 5. Good save there from Cody. Under pressure though. Look at the pressure. Great. I tell you what, I'm going to take him to the escape room next time I go, Benny Robinson.
He
Because
found a way out of that when I didn't think there was one.
Just he might be a good man to have in the escape room.
He'll probably start punching through drywall or something.
I don't care how we get out.
As long as we
Brave.
get out.
As long as we get out.
And that's
So an
the
opportunity here.
Kind of good save from Chippy with the feet there. Todd thought he had an opportunity, and dare say that he did with the Lyle Thompson-esque backhand from X. Batted out, not too far. Chippy managed to keep it. Now he's
On the trot, isn't he?
waltzing up the field. Looking pretty happy with the ball in his stick. And
Oh,
Will Inglis able to corral that one.
but, just nearly picks the pocket there, does Keesing.
Luke nearly got an
Wasn't
intercept
far
there.
off. Lambo, he'll want to shoot this given the opportunity. Good save again
Good
there
body
from Watts. Dallison picks the ball up. Great backup under pace. Back up to Brooks.
Not long to be had in the rest of this quarter. Ed Pike on the bench, but he is fully geared up, so hopefully nothing awry with him. Just having a little break, maybe. Coach getting in his ear, talking about what sort of things they'd like to have happen. Just
Or
happy.
maybe their favourite pasta topping. Who knows?
Anything will do.
I mean, happens on the bench. So ball comes around here. Fuss, he'll fire. And does he what? Doesn't take too much there. And he's picked up the shorty and Bartlett. And pops that one away, does Matt Fuss. And they're back out to a 2-goal lead here.
So that's Matt Fuss just burning him for pace and bringing the stick around at mid-height and zinging it just under the bar. You reckon this is a
plan?
A specified plan to
Well,
attack that bottom corner,
How
have the
many,
stick at mid-height and
how many
shoot
goals
high on
have come
Cody?
through there?
Well, Arlen and Matt now, at least. Has there been a third?
Yep. So Arlen got one coming around. Matt got one coming around.
But I'm talking the specific shot placement of a rising shot over Cody's shoulders.
Yeah,
It's
there's definitely two.
Two in a row now. Doug,
And-
Doug
and a
had the
bro-
one where he didn't even have to. He just
Didn't have to, yeah. True.
threw it in. Don't know. Might be a specific game plan. Something that they might like to look at.
Yep.
Ed will probably try to go again here. And then we've gone the bounce shot instead. Off the one-legged jump shot. I think we're hearing 10 seconds from the bench, so probably go straight at it. Good body from Luke. Sticks are swinging.
So you don't want any penalties here. Oh, great pick up there. Kai Williams nearly took that
Just
out of midair.
athletic freak he is.
That was not far. I mean, the bell had gone, was about to go, but I'll tell you what, if he'd picked it up, he was just likely to fire it in the same breath.
Some
while
highlight
he's-
real potential stuff there.
There was a movie once who said white men can't jump, but I reckon they were wrong because I just saw Kai Williams then just try to get up and about.
He gets pretty tan, to be fair.
It is, and
We'd like to hear from our sponsors, I reckon, Tone.
why not?
flexible features. Some of the reasons you may choose to home renovations, to access equity in your home, a change in circumstances that requires a review of your financial situation, or consolidating your debts. Are there fees associated with refinancing? The answer is yes. That's why it's important to make sure the savings you're going to make are greater than any fees charged for refinancing. As you can see, there are many factors involved in whether refinancing is right for you. I pride myself on being a professional mortgage broker and love working with my clients for the long term. I look to structure your finances according to your goals and provide you with strategies to achieve them. For more information, please call me on 0480 311 301.
As Christian just finds the other big ball in the sky there. It's a beautiful full moon out here tonight, and that's why it's so bloody cold. So, but ball back in the centre. So, what have Glenelg got? They're down by 2 with 1 quarter to go for the game that will get them into the big dance.
Really,
And Jackson Stock says, well, I'm going to do my best to make sure that we make it there.
good arm wrestle in the middle there, back and forth.
So, ball down the back through Pike. He's certainly had a bit of a... he's been quick feet tonight, hasn't he, Pikey?
Ooh, sorry, Tony, you caught me mid-yawn. It's past my bedtime on a lacrosse day.
It is a late night, isn't it? Considering it's been a long day and you played a game today.
Yeah, it's been a long day for a few people out here. I heard some of the Glenelg people say that they were out here setting up the fields at 6:30 this morning, still here.
Oh, that is a long night.
That
Maybe
is
they're going to sleep here tonight. So ball up the top with Arlen Lim. Takes on Henry Haskett. And Henry Haskett just falls over. Good save there from Watts again. And that's going to be a white ball. That was a good foot save.
He is an expert leg thrower. I've never seen someone throw it so consistently and hit the ball. He's pretty good at complaining about the bruises afterwards, though, too, to be fair.
He is indeed. So just Brighton working on this ride.
Certainly not bothering him now, though. Got those little legs moving nicely.
Has indeed.
Feeling up and about. Just need to make sure he settles on this pass. Doesn't throw it too hard.
And there's one on the outer side there.
If
he hits him.
Sneaking in.
Say the shorty taking the player behind him is not a... Jack just ran behind the player then.
He, Cody actually went for a bit of a backpedal there, and I thought he would have learnt his lesson not to do that, especially on camera, but apparently not.
So
playing with fire. Looks like he might go for a trundle himself. Hey.
Call a timeout. They got 2 of them last quarter.
Bargain.
Hey, well, you know what? They have possession now. They're a 7-5 game. They've just had a big save, a big stop. Get an offensive set, and who knows what happens.
Big save and a solo clear. He'll be feeling on top of the world.
You don't actually see him come up the field.
Very rarely.
Very rarely to that point.
His passing's so good that he generally doesn't need to.
Doesn't need to get there. I'll tell you what, though. Get in touch with our sponsors at Arena 42. Their passing is amazing. Especially, they got Inflatable World, bro.
Wow.
I know. Do you know how excited I would be about an Inflatable World?
That actually sounds an absolute treat right now.
It does, as long as it's heated.
Fall into something nice and soft. Oh.
Yep, heated, and maybe even bounce up and then fall back into it again.
And just come to a nice rest.
Yep. And then when we've done resting, we can go and play some indoor cricket, maybe, or netball, or...
Boy, that's a lot of sports. Soccer?
Yeah, but
soccer's a good one.
I said to Henry before, it's like we're stepbrothers. We can do activities.
So much room for activities.
So much room for activities up there. And then if you're that way inclined, you can go to the gym.
Ooh.
You'd like that.
Nah, not today.
Not today?
Not today. Probably not even tomorrow.
So, and they obviously donated all the nets that we have available.
Which is just a massive help for keeping these games on schedule and increasing the viewing pleasure for our viewers.
So, ball with Glenelg here. So, an opportunity. They need to... and it's been a bit of an arm wrestle, this. It's been a game of almost two halves. So, opportunity here. Well, that one fired over. They've had their opportunities, haven't they, Glenelg? I mean, it's about the third or fourth they've put over the top.
Glenelg simply need to put the ball in the back of the net multiple times this quarter. They've scored 1 goal since the end of the first quarter. It's not gonna get it done.
So in a 1-4-1 now, Glenelg. Just looking to
something different.
Looking to rotate out. Not there. Kicks the ball up to Price.
Get some different looks on some angles on some shots since Chippy's been pretty effective with the ones they have been taking.
But even that, just having to reach for the ball. Oh, so these are the ones that often end up in a score. You know, that one where you have a shot and the backup goes straight to your stick and your momentum changes because of that.
Rebounds just a little differently or
just nails Matty Fuss in the back of the head. And Matty Fuss still comes up with it against Price. So nothing for Glenelg in their offense in that set.
Just some...
And Ed Pike putting pressure on. Good save again from Code. Down low. That's going to be a push.
Push or in the crease?
No, I think it was either a push or in the crease. One of the two.
His own momentum was taking him there. Would be Shane's description, I reckon. If I had to guess.
Another good foot save though. He's certainly keeping him in it.
He's feeling better. He's feeling good.
Maybe it was the run.
A little jog.
So just setting up this clear again now. They've gone to the, there's 2 gone there. There's Bartlett and Bartlett. Oh, just misses, but that's going to work if he can pick that up. Oh, there's one on the back hip. Bang! That's a big play.
Good hit from Dan Evans.
And that's going to be a hold as well. There's another one.
Held
so 30-second.
Around the neck. And Byron giving him another one off ball.
Just these opportunities they're creating. I think he's feeling a little worse for wear there.
And there
goes
Byron
Michael Green.
Unsportsmanlike.
And Michael Green, and he's going to have Doug as well. So we've got Byron for a cross. No, sorry, we've got
a hold. And then an unsportsmanlike.
So we got Byron with an unsportsmanlike and Doug with a cross check. So, and we've got an injured player here.
I can't imagine what Byron was complaining about. He literally had Brody around the neck.
But here's the thing, right? So Green walking off, got a big hit here. So pole out.
Yep.
Pridham pole out.
Yep.
Anderson pole out.
Yep.
So they'll be in a 4 zone.
Good thing they have a multitude
and they've
of
only got 3 out there.
Shorties.
So they're going to be with a 1 pole out there in a 4 zone. So huge opportunity here for Glenelg with about 15 minutes to go to really work their man up and get the ball or get the score back on there. Oh, there we go, over the top.
Far down.
And Bartlett. Okay, there's the first one to get us one back in. Back to a 7-6 game.
He was feeling good about this.
And are Glenelg going to call a timeout and stop that penalty clock? There's 2 in there.
There was absolutely no room between.
You can still see the mark up the top there on our on the screen on that replay. Bartlett with some heat.
If we had a heat cam, that spot would be lightning hot.
So right now, because it's about 25 seconds to go, that man up. You know, you've got they got 2 timeouts still. So to stop the clock with 40 odd.
They've used one.
Oh, they've used one?
Cody
okay. Oh, yeah, he did too. Sorry. So they're not going to run that.
I like the idea, though.
And how they got that many on? There's 2 in the box. Oh. And those
Interesting.
penalties weren't released.
Interesting.
Okay.
We'll let Shane have a look at that footage afterwards.
Yeah, there was 2 still sitting in the box. They're on equal penalties. One released and the other one didn't.
They were very much both seated.
They were both seated when they were well on the field before that. Anyway, we're not over there on that release. That just didn't seem the right timing, did it?
Something seemed funky there. I can't be sure what it was. And
So
we have a
Lambert,
flag.
oh, there's a flag on the plate, Lambert. And
Yeah, really.
Luke
White 9,
Keating.
push, 30.
push.
No, Luke going for
No,
the
that was K-Man with a push for 30.
Luke was just subbing to get a big Griffin Capella on here.
So that's the first. I haven't seen. Have we seen Griff out here tonight?
First time he's on, I reckon.
Yeah, I haven't seen Griff out here tonight. So he comes into a man-up opportunity, not having played much lacrosse tonight. It's a big in, isn't it?
He certainly wouldn't be feeling warm.
So Brighton with an opportunity here, man up. Only a 30 seconds. So can they respond and get that one back that they've just conceded? And this is where the little rotation starts to happen. Freeman just kicks in. Someone goes out the back. Looking on the back corner. You want to step down. You don't want to leave Freeman. You want to look up the top. Dallison. And Dallison goes bang. And gets it back.
Boy,
and
we had a good angle on that.
that was a great angle, isn't it? We look forward to watching that one on the Arena 42 replay.
And this ball was very close to a multitude of sticks. Oh, that's just what you want as an attacker. A perfect through ball that just gets there.
Yep.
Defense is still concerned with the fact that they nearly caught the pass. They're not too concerned.
And you're about
with,
8 metres winding up with a big lefty Dallison. That's his second for the game.
Big crease crank. There's nothing better.
Hey, and better than that, getting it past the keeper. And it puts him back out to a 2-goal lead again with about 11 minutes to go in this last. So can Glenelg get another ball out of here and get an opportunity?
Cody's feet weren't quite quick enough that time.
Oh, look at, did you see Stocky then? He was almost baiting him. He's going, well, you're not going to catch me, so keep coming. Oh. And loses the ball, but Carter's there to pick it back up. And ball will kick out here to Mitch Fuss. So about 10 minutes, 10.5 minutes to go in this last quarter.
Glenelg back where they started, down 2. And not in possession.
Well, it's a big penalty, isn't it? You know, that 30-second push for whatever it was off ball. You know, didn't need to be done. That's a great check there from Palmer. Just made Fuss think, have I still got the head of my stick?
And will I be able to pass this ball?
Lim. And there we go. So an opportunity here for Glenelg. Oh. And there could be a, no, nothing there. So Keating picks himself up. Oh, that's a ball and kicks it down, and Williams has the ball up against Inglis.
That was some great awareness from Luke Keating there.
Yeah.
But
So
Glenelg,
Williams, he's a smart player, but he's got there's no numbers down here for Glenelg at the moment. They're all just if I was saying it, they're drip feeding on at the moment.
I think Clyde just loves making contact, just testing his defender out a bit, see what they do, figure out what he's going to do next.
And Lambert down in defence now.
Good cut.
Ball down, kicks it out to Bartlett.
Around.
Bartlett just tries to get in and under. Not there. Kicks the ball back over. Williams. Ball to Rob. Hutto Rob gets around his man. Fires, and Chippy says, that's not the shot to young Hudson. I'm going to eat that one up.
Just not quite enough variability.
And outlet here. So Brighton get another one here, and it's probably almost, they're going off. No. Ball in the centre. Kicks it to Lambert.
Again, playing some good D there. Slowed him up, stopped the fast break.
Brighton calling for an offside, but they need to look out. They needed to look behind them. There was 3 Glenelg players.
Counting is sometimes difficult.
Well, and the good thing is that the officials were counting forward as they're instructed to do. So Brighton About 8.5 to go. Who's going to be that spark for Glenelg at the moment? They've been, you know, like even subbing on there with that offensive set. They were drip feeding on, weren't they?
Doesn't look to be too much intensity about it. I mean, I would say that of their usual performers, that Jack Price has been fairly quiet tonight.
Yep.
And I probably would have expected Kai to be involved in a couple more offensive scoring opportunities, but I mean, there's just sort of a few people missing when you look at the fact that...
Oh, just slips over. Lambert, good save there from Watts.
And a big pile on the ground.
He's going to get a push call here.
And they'll get it back.
That'll get it back.
Throwing the head back in dismay, there is Mr. Watts. Not happy with that, but that's what you got to do.
As Price comes on with the Fuss. And that's in the crease.
Made contact with the keeper there, I would have thought. Didn't think you're allowed to do that, or is that just the college rules?
No, I thought the ball had to be in the back of the net before you touch the keeper. Oh,
close.
He's not in the crease.
Not in the crease.
Well, I'd like to have another look at that.
I'd just like to know whether he hit Cody with his stick
before the ball crossed the line. So, yep, I
would say so.
Fair enough. All clear.
Yep.
All clear.
Put it over his shoulder and...
Again, ball was well in the back of the net by the time the keeper got touched, so...
Kept the follow through short to mean that he didn't hit Cody before it had gone in the net.
I'll tell you what, that hit, though. That hit Glenelg where it hurt.
Just
3 goals. They've got 6 for the game.
I got the number wrong, but it's...
They've got 3 goals, and there's a penalty coming here, is there?
No. 2.
So, what's the penalty for? Oh, has there been a...
Cody Watts unsportsmanlike, maybe? Defender sitting for that. In home. It's the only thing I can really think of.
Can't, there's obviously something's been said.
Well, whatever's happened has happened after the play.
Yep, and Brighton retained the ball. So, another big opportunity here for Brighton to just put another nail in the coffin here. Although it is only a 3-goal game and there's still 5.5 to go. But they've been in the box a fair bit tonight in this last little bit. So, as Woodford gets the ball, kicks it to Carter.
If it did extend to 4, you'd think that's pretty much it, wouldn't you, Tone?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at 9-6...
It's an uphill battle from here, but 4 with Jackson's dominance in the middle so far would be nigh on uncatchable, I'd say.
Well, you think, you know, and that one's going out, and that could be the little bit of luck they need to just turn.
That'll help it.
But you think, you know, Cody's last few forays down there with the saves, he's had some really good saves.
He has been.
And the offense just hasn't, there's numbers here now. So there's numbers with the, and again high, and that's going to turn over because there's no backup. So that is not the play that the coach would have asked for. Coming off a turnover when you're 3 goals down with about 5 to go.
I don't hate the taking the shot, but the shot selection, sidearm rising, just probably wasn't.
He's put 3 or 4 of them over the top of the bar like that tonight, Henry.
You just got to over the shoulder and get someone on cage.
So ball will be run out. And Dougie Brooks will be that man who runs it out. Oh, just tipped up and over. So an anyone ball. K-Man needs to win that, but he doesn't. Pike wins it. And we've got one floating through the middle here and just kicks it up here to Brooks. So
just leisurely strolling into offense.
So they can just take some space here because Glenelg are going to have to push the issue.
They might not have scored Brighton, but they have wasted some time, which is also in their favour. Ed just moseying around down at X. Can't imagine you'd see a particularly strong drive from any of these Brighton players towards the goal until a stall gets called. Although Matt seems to be eager to prove me wrong.
And they go again on this right-hand side.
Cody, nice stick save. Nearly ran into trouble there with Nat. Moving the ball up the line.
And this is Glenelg's opportunity, isn't it? They need to score in this set to even have an opportunity to get this score back.
They really need to go bang, bang. Got to get one, and relatively quickly here. And then they need to get the ball back.
And we see here that Benny Robinson instead,
Which is probably going to be a tough ask with Jackson Stock in the middle. He's been quite good tonight.
So Keesing with the ball. Steps in, Keesing, looks, fires, and stick side high is Haskett. That was on the cage at least.
That one was on the cage, but it almost seemed like he took a little bit off of it.
And
to get it
good
on the
tip
cage.
there from Keesing. Opportunity here. Just kicks it out to Inglis. And we're going to have a timeout called by Brighton there, just with possession, with about 2 minutes to go. And with that save from Chippy there.
It was a great save.
And what a great camera angle that was too.
Because that really came around a screen. Chippy wouldn't have had a great sight on that, but he
Stick
got
side
it all
high.
the same. Yeah.
I mean, he's set stick side high, isn't he? So I would say that we've probably got about two. We're just going to get a clock check on this, but we'd say there's about 2 minutes to go. And was that Glenelg's opportunity to try and get one back?
Yeah, I would say so. They really needed to convert there, given that, 6 in
Well, from
3 and 3/4.
Glenelg's first 4 goals, it's been an 8-2 run since.
Yep. And that's what I was saying about in that second quarter, letting them go on a 4-0 run's not going to cut it. You have to be able to peg it back and put goals in the back of the net. Scoreboard pressure is invaluable.
So, time out from Brighton. They retain ball, and you'd expect them to take a little bit of just extra time off the clock here.
Oh, they'll go slow. They'll definitely be instructed by Mango to go slow.
And that is the correct time on the screen. 3 minutes 44.
You start getting worried when it's under a goal a minute. But you've got to score.
But numbers are even. They are. So paint. Yep. So ball and Brighton with 3:44 to go. They can just hold the ball out here. Again, not their DNA to do that.
They do like to put up big numbers on the scoreboard.
So you'd expect the stall to come on pretty quickly here, knowing the context of the game if they don't attack the cage. Fuss up against Bartlett, and they're just running circles at the moment.
Probably
So you'd expect the tap of the hat. I'm looking for the tap of the hat from the referees. And Pike comes around. Has he sealed it? I reckon he has. Ed Pike at pace gets puts the nail in the coffin for the Glenelg Seahawks. And this is a bridge too far right now.
Definitely. That bottom right corner. He's come around with his stick at about shoulder height and pulled it all the way down low. So Cody, knowing he's got beat high a few times, he tried to stay up a little bit more there and left the hole down low, and it's just good attack craftsmanship to recognise that.
Absolutely. 10-6 is the game, 4 goals, 2.5 minutes to go. At this stage, Brighton will be heading off to the 2023 State League Grand Final.
Which will be played at the beautiful Woodville Lacrosse Club. Their field 1 is just glorious.
It's looking all right at the moment.
Just glorious. Especially if we get a nice sunny day.
And
again
another
like
time
today.
out to Brighton, just so they can do it all again.
Soak it all up.
So this is...
Use those resources.
So Glenelg will have another night game next week at North Adelaide against the North Eagles. That's no simple game.
Certainly no walk at Rooster Park, that is.
Another 8 o'clock game too.
8 o'clock again. Wow.
So...
Going to have to make sure I get a better sleep. Because I'm nearly nodding off here. Not that this isn't a thrilling game, but it's a late time slot. But, the things we do to watch these boys play.
Watch the game we love, eh?
Yeah.
So for all of you sitting at home in your warm rooms on your 65-inch TVs.
Only 65 times.
No, I'm back in the day, mate. We hope you're enjoying our live free coverage. I would send shout-outs, but my phone's flat and I can't see anything. So
You know
apologies
why the
for
phone's
that.
flat? It's because it's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
But Brighton looking to make the next 2 minutes 14 a little shorter.
Probably as painless as possible for them is what they're thinking. Let's just
And Glenelg
move it quick.
have to get out and push, or are they going to concede it here?
Jack sucking in furthest away from the ball into the crease. Probably will be sending that double at some stage.
Yeah, they look like they're running, but then just running. So ball up the top here with Mitch Fuss, who kicks it down to the last goal scorer in Pike. Gets through Newman. Newman, good job. Lost his head. Of the stick, I should say.
Stick's fully gone.
And so still, can they get these 4 goals back? They're going to have to just caution to the wind at the moment.
Thick and fast is how these shots are going to have to come.
And that one's come off Chippy with a big save. And it's just
about
about taking out the spectators on the outer side. Has it ruined their case of beer or whatever they're sitting on over there?
I saw one spectator sitting on an esky and I thought, wow, geez, that's really living, isn't it?
That's living.
You know?
That
You
is
got your
the
dual
life.
purpose.
So ball. Just with subs happening here. So they've got to go. Got to get the ball in and just hang it out. And good work there from Anderson in his 200th. And ball still to be won. Still to be won. Noah Haskett still with the ball.
He's a hard man to take the ball off.
Oh. And that will seal the game as that ball, not that it was already on beyond... And sorry about that. We lost the stream for whatever reason. But maybe it's a bit like the Brighton Lacrosse Club. Just put the lights out on Glenelg there.
They did in the last quarter.
They did. And, yeah, look, a huge thank you to everyone today who has been involved with the telecast. I know Scotty Gill was down earlier doing his work, and to Marty Baker on the production. Braden, thank you, mate, for stepping in today.
It's been a pleasure.
And getting it done.
Thank you to Christian on the beautiful camera work.
Spielberg, we call him.
All right, fair enough. I'll allow it.
And then to all the other guys and girls who were here, Charlotte Wynnum was here. I know Henry was here.
Stefan Guerin
earlier. There's a lot of people who get to make this machine well oiled. And it's good, but we're going to wrap it up here. And we'll see you next week, live and free on LSA TV for the preliminary finals at the beautiful North Adelaide Lacrosse Club. Can't wait to be there. And that is the prelims there.
Screen now for you.
Saturday 9th September. All juniors and seniors starting at 8 a.m. until the State League game at 8 p.m. So do yourself a favour, get down to Rooster Park. And it is a entry fee to get into the prelim and grand finals.
So fences around the place. So
I'm sure if you look on the social media sites, we will put up those ticket prices very shortly through Lacrosse South Australia. So keep an eye on the social media for that. But other than that, look, it's been fantastic having you live and free here on LSA TV. And tell you what, until the sticks are swinging, I'm Tony Watts,
and
we're done.